heard over the radio from Kelsey. She's managed to find what appears to be one of the plains camp males and 2 Mungien lionesses. Shortly after finding them, a lioness ran up into a tree and is now feeding on an ostrich carcass that's hoisted in a marula. So that must have been killed and taken up in there by a leopard, and these lions have now come in and stolen that. So we're trying to get ourselves across as quickly as possible to try and see the lioness in the tree, so hopefully we can get there in time, or I'm hoping that at least one of Jess, Kelsey or Robin has got some footage of this lioness up in the tree. This lioness is still up in the tree. We just saw the plains camp male walking off into the distance and settling down under a bush. She's just scanning around looking. Pretty sure she's aware that there was a leopard around here. But I can't see the carcass anyway, so it must have either been finished or it's out of reach and she can't get up to it. We're just going to sit here for now. She's most likely going to come down out of the tree, join up with her sister or the other lioness, and then quite likely go and join the male in the shade over there. But hey, what an incredible sight to see a lioness up in a tree like this. We don't often see lions climbing trees. I mean, they don't normally climb trees, but they are capable, as we've seen now, and we've seen a few times in the past. There's a couple of lions that are more sort of prone to climb trees and a little bit better at it. But lions aren't as agile and as nimble as a leopard is, so therefore not as comfortable on their feet when up in the limbs of a tree. And you could see that with the one lioness as she then tried to turn around on the branch in the tree before she then came back down. She made it look a little bit more difficult than it should have been, or than a leopard would make it look. And that's only because they're so much bigger, so much more bulky and powerful, that being up on these small narrow branches isn't too comfortable for them. But they will climb up into a tree if there's a necessity for it, whether that means them trying to get up to steal a free carcass or a free meal like this from a leopard, or trying to escape danger, or sometimes just purely for the fun of it and trying to just climb up into a tree just to get a better view, scan for any potential prey around here. There is some theories that they might try and climb up into a tree to escape the heat and essentially flies, because by getting off the ground there's more of an airflow or breeze, so that helps cool them down. I don't really know if that's the case out here. I think it's more just playful and inquisitive when they do climb, unless there's a carcass. Whereas in Tanzania and some other places there's lions that will tend to climb a lot more regularly. That's because the ground is so flat and they can use that to get off the ground, scan around for any danger, as well as to then escape the heat and get up off the ground where there is a breeze. So after the lioness vacillating whether she was going to try and go all the way up to where the carcass is, and you can see it up at the top of the tree there. Looks as though she went into a little investigation again, seeing if there's any meat left there, but it looks as though there's very little left. So eventually, after some time, she came back down and has descended the tree. With the 2 lionesses now lying on the ground over here, and the plains camp male has just come back across to be a little bit closer here. So great to be in such close proximity to these lions, and she did make that descent a lot more graceful than I have seen lions do in the past. So what a phenomenal sighting. I'm so glad we managed to actually get here in time to see her up in the tree, and now to see an impressive large male lion like the Plainscamp male is always great. And also just to see the status and condition of these two Manguen lionesses. They're looking fantastic. So all is well in the lion camp in the southwest this afternoon. I wonder where the other male is and the rest of the Manguen priders, but awesome just to be here, spend some time in the open grasslands. And for those wondering where the leopard has gone, I'm presuming that this was most likely the marula male, or possibly, to be actually honest, I have no idea which leopard this might be. But to go after an ostrich is a pretty impressive feat. Looks like it might have been a young ostrich and it's been hoisted up here for a good few days. My presumption is that whichever leopard had killed this has finished with it, because there's very little meat left. It's just basically a bit of the skin and feathers hanging over the branch there, and the leopard's moved on. Or if it was still lurking around here, it's most likely to move on now, because there's no value in it really hanging around to try and get back up there and feed on that, because there's so little left. So it could still be lurking around in the long grass. As you can see, the grass around us is pretty lengthy, so a leopard could be hiding anywhere and we would never know that it's right there. But anyways, there's not too much more that's going to be happening here. If you like this video, give us a little thumbs up, hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe if you're interested in these virtual safaris. And we'll see you all again next week, but bye for now, and have a fantastic rest of your Sunday.